MotoAmerica SUPERSPORT Showdown. Jacobsen vs. Scholtz rivalry ignites at VIR race. Stop the presses. The fiercest shootout in this year's MotoAmerica support paddock is about to reignite under the scorching Virginia sun. And the tension between PJ Jacobsen and Mathew Scholtz is so thick you could cut it with a tire lever. But here's where it gets controversial. They're separated by a measly 3 points, and neither man looks willing to give an inch on or off the circuit. Support class showdowns. What to watch at VIR. August 1 to 3. 6 separate championships will share the stage at Virginia International Raceway, each with its own soap opera storyline. From Supersport bragging rights to twins battles, from junior talent showcases to the women-only Royal Enfield Build.Train.Race finale, every grid has a potential plot twist waiting to unfold. Let's dive in, class by class, and see who's hot, who's hurt, and who might just shock the favorites. Supersport, Jacobsen vs. Scholtz, and a teenager lurking in the shadows. After 10 races, Rahal Ducati Moto with ex-Pel ace PJ Jacobsen leads Strack Racing's Mathew Scholtz 195 to 192. 3 points, that's the difference between wearing the number 1 plate next year and walking away empty-handed. Jacobsen's hallmark has been near-flawless consistency, 2 wins, 5 runner-up finishes, 2 thirds, and only 1 result outside the top 3, 4th in race 2 at Laguna Seca. Scholtz counters with outright firepower, 4 victories, 1 second, 3 thirds, and 2 less-than-perfect scores, 4th and 5th. Stat lovers might argue Jacobsen's steadiness trumps Scholtz's peaks and valleys, yet trophies are still worth 25 points each. Cue the debate. And this is the part most people miss. 17-year-old Blake Davis is quietly positioning himself for a late-season ambush. The Strack Racing youngster sits 38 points behind Jacobsen, but he swept both Laguna races and now owns 3 wins plus 3 additional podiums. Remove his non-finish at Road America Race 1 and he'd be much closer. If the leader so much as stumble, Davis could pounce. Behind the big 3, Cameron Petersen, Celtic Economy Lube Plus Tire Warhorse HSBK Ducati is finally mending after an injury-plagued spring. He was a hair's breadth from victory in Laguna Race 2 and is 82 points in arrears overall. Too far back for the crown, perhaps, but well within striking distance for individual race glory. Tyler Scott, Vision Wheel M4 E-Star Suzuki, suffered a nightmare weekend in Monterey, gathering only 7 points. And now trails Petersen by 6. Kayla Yakov, Jacobsen's Rahal Ducati teammate, lies another 19 points adrift. Fun fact, 4 riders have already tasted victory in 2025, one of them being 4-time AMA Superbike champ Josh Hayes. And the last time VIR hosted MotoAmerica, Hayes won the opening Supersport contest. Could the 49-year-old spring another surprise if he returns as a wild card? Stock 1000, 4 races down, 4 in a row coming up. Due to calendar quirks, the Big Bore Stock 1000 field has run only 4 contests so far. 2 at Road Atlanta, 2 at Road America. Yet the championship is poised for a torrid midsummer stretch. VIR, Mid-Ohio, and Circuit of the Americas in quick succession. Orange Cat Racing's dynamic duo, Andrew Lee and Jason Uribe, grabbed every previous victory, but the standings are tighter than you might think. Lee's 3 wins plus a second give him a 30-point cushion over Ashton Yates, Jones Honda. J.D. Beach, Real Steel Honda, is 3 more points back, and here's the spicy bit. Although Beach is 3rd in stock 1,000 points, he's been terrorizing the Superbike Cup aboard essentially the same Honda CBR 1000 RRSP. Yates, meanwhile, has occasionally wheeled out a full-fat Superbike spec machine. Purists argue that blurs the spirit of a cost-controlled feeder class. Agree or disagree? Tell us below. Uribe's tumble in Road America Race 2 robbed him of momentum and dropped him to 4th, only 1 point behind Beach. Edge Racing's Jason Waters rounds out the top 5. With 4 races in the next 3 events, expect wild swings in form. Parts Unlimited Talent Cup by Motul. Future stars on display. While most larger capacity bikes collected dust, the Talent Cup troupe spent last weekend dicing around mid-Ohio during AMA Vintage Motorcycle Days. Alessandro Di Mario, Warhorse Ducati American Racing, added a win and a third to extend his lead to 38 points over Yamaha BLU CRU Estensen's Sam Drain. Australian Bodie Page, fresh off a P3 and P2 aboard his Kramer APX 350 MA, is only 8 points shy of compatriot Drain. Henk Vosberg, Titler's Cycle Racing, enjoyed a breakout weekend with a second and a victory, catapulting him to 4th overall, though still 60 points off Di Mario. Julian Correa, Jones Honda, skipped Mid-Ohio to race in England, yet clings to 5th. SC Project Twins Cup, Di Mario's title to lose. Yes, you read correctly. There are 2 different Di Marios stealing headlines. In Twins Cup, Robe engineering phenom Alessandro Di Mario holds a commanding 67-point advantage with only 100 points left in play across VIR and September's New Jersey finale. 5 straight wins, plus never finishing worse than 2nd all year, make the Kentucky teenager an overwhelming favorite. Could mechanical gremlins or weather chaos derail the coronation? Stranger things have happened in motorsport. Mathew Chapin, Revzilla Motul Vance Hines Suzuki, sits 2nd thanks to early season success, but 2 DNFs have hurt. He is still 31 points clear of Bad Boys Racing's Avery Dreyer, the only non-Di Mario/Chapin rider to snag a 2025 win. Levi Beatty, Carnes TST Industries, and Di Mario's teammate Henk Vosberg complete the top 5. Though Vosberg's late-season form, 3 podiums and a 4th in just 2 rounds, suggests an outside shot at 3rd overall. Royal Enfield Build.Train.Race, 1 round, 1 champ to crown. The all-female Royal Enfield series wraps up at VIR, and Kira Nebel brings a hefty 25-point buffer after 5 wins in 6 starts. Shay McGregor has finished on the box 5 times, but desperately needs a miracle, plus some help to overhaul Nebel. Miranda Kane, the only other 2025 race winner, is 3rd, but just 2 points clear of Camille Conrad in the battle for bronze. Cassie Creer lies 5th. Expect emotion-charged racing as every participant tries to close the season on a high. Pre-VIR Flashback 2022 edition, Supersport. Josh Hayes and Josh Herrin split victories, with Tyler Scott finishing runner-up both days. Stock 1000, Hayden Gillum did the double over Jeff May. Twins Cup. Jody Berry dominated, while James Rispoli, Anthony Mazziotto, and Hayden Schultz shared the secondary steps. Junior Cup, now Talent Cup. Max Van and Cody Wyman took wins. Royal Enfield BTR, Kaylee Bayek beat Crystal Louis and Chloe Petersen. Useful links and a quick reminder. Complete support class news lives on superbikenews.co.uk, support series section, or hop directly to MotoAmerica.com for schedules, live timing, and tickets. Disclosure: some outbound gear links are affiliate partnerships that help keep the lights on at no extra cost to you. Thanks for supporting independent coverage. Your turn. Sound off. 1. Consistency versus outright speed. Would you rather be Jacobsen, steady, or Scholtz, explosive, heading into VIR? 2. Should stock 1000 riders be allowed to enter Superbike races on the same machinery, or does that blur class identity? 3. Can a 16-year-old like Di Mario, Twins, or Davis, Supersport, realistically manage championship? MotoAmerica Superbike Championship. Josh Herrin leads at VIR. Josh Herrin isn't just racing for points. He's racing for history. The reigning MotoAmerica Superbike champion arrives at Virginia International Raceway, VIR, with a 31-point lead in the 2025 title race. A margin eerily similar to the one he held when he last competed at this iconic track in 2022. Back then, Herrin left Alton with that same 31-point cushion, which ultimately carried him to the Supersport Championship. Now, after 11 races and a near-flawless season on his Warhorse HSBK Racing Ducati Panigale V4R, the question isn't whether he can win again, it's whether anyone can stop him. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Herrin's dominance a sign of an unstoppable force? Or is it masking cracks in the armor of the competition? Let's break it down. Herrin has 5 wins, 5 podiums, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, and only 1 non-podium finish, way back in the season opener at Road Atlanta, where he finished 5th. Since then, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. But even the best have moments of vulnerability. After a 5-race winning streak, including a victory in the first race at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, Herrin faced a rare setback. Bobby Fong of Attack Performance Progressive Yamaha Racing snatched races 2 and 3 at Laguna Seca, marking Fong's first wins of the season and adding to his 5 runner-up finishes. This brought Fong to within 37 points of Herrin, but the gap remains wide enough that the VIR doubleheader could be a turning point. Fong's recent surge has also shaken up the mid-pack. He's now just 6 points behind Cameron Barbier of Tytler Cycle Racing, who surprisingly underperformed at his home track, Laguna Seca. Barbier crashed out of the lead in race 1 and finished 3rd and 6th in the remaining races. And this is the part most people miss. Fong and Barbier can't afford to let Herrin sweep both races at VIR. If they do, the title chase might as well be over. But the battle isn't just between these 3. Jake Gagne, Fong's teammate, could be the wild card. The 3-time Superbike champion has the experience of winning the last 2 races at VIR in 2022 and is the only rider outside the top 3 to claim a 2025 Superbike victory. Gagne's recent 3rd, 5th, and 4th finishes at Laguna Seca show he's gaining momentum, though he trails Herrin by 59 points. Meanwhile, Richie Escalante of Vision Wheel M4 E-Star Suzuki has been a consistent mid-pack threat, with a 3rd-place finish at Road America and a streak of 4th to 6th finishes. J.D. Beach of Real Steel Honda, meanwhile, is proving to be a thorn in the side of the leaders, especially in the MotoAmerica Superbike Cup for stock 1000 spec bikes. His 4th, 8th, and 6th at Laguna Seca keep him 9 points ahead of his teammate Hayden Gillim, whose weekend was a disaster. Gillim's mechanical failures at Laguna Seca cost him potential Mission King of the Baggers wins and left him with just 17 points. Sean Dylan Kelly, who started the season strong with 4 4th-place finishes, has seen his form plummet after crashes at Laguna Seca. He now trails Gillim by 5 points. Further down the standings, Bryce Cornbow and Benjamin Smith of BPR Racing and FLO4 Law SBU Racing, respectively, are locked in a tight 9th and 10th place, separated by just 1 point. But here's the real question. Can the underdogs like Escalante, Beach, or even Gagne capitalize on Herrin's rare slip-ups to make a title run? Or is this 31-point lead a fortress too strong to breach? The VIR races might give us the answer. What do you think? Is Herrin's lead a sign of an untouchable champion, or is the competition just waiting for their moment to strike? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. MotoAmerica Round 6. Virginia International Raceway Preview. Superbike Series 2025. Get ready for an exhilarating weekend of racing as the MotoAmerica Superbike Series makes its way to the Virginia International Raceway in Alton, Virginia. After an electrifying round at WeatherTech Raceway in Laguna Seca, California, the excitement is palpable. Round 6 of the 2025 Superbike Series presents a golden opportunity for riders Cameron Barbier and Bobby Fong to narrow the gap on the current leader, Josh Herrin, who holds a 37-point advantage over them. One rider to watch is Jake Gagne, currently in 4th place, who is brimming with enthusiasm after his impressive doubleheader sweep at this very track in 2022, finishing with 3-second leads over Mathew Scholtz in both races. Bobby Fong, who previously clinched 2 victories out of 3 races during the last event, is hot on Barbier's heels, trailing by just 6 points. With so much at stake, fans are in for a thrilling spectacle that they won't want to miss. How to catch the action. To tune into this weekend's races, you can catch all the action live on Peacock and NBC Sports Now. Coverage kicks off on Saturday, August 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern, with the second race of the doubleheader scheduled for Sunday, August 3rd at the same time. For those looking to stream the rest of the 2025 season, the Peacock app and NBC Sports Now offer a free 24/7 streaming channel featuring daily sports talk shows, live events, and highlights. You can also find the coverage on platforms like the Roku channel, Zumo, and Pluto TV. MotoAmerica Superbike Series Overview. The MotoAmerica Superbike Series consists of 9 rounds and 20 races, showcasing some of the finest racing venues across the United States. Here's a quick look at the schedule so far. Barber Motorsports Park, April 4 through 6. Winners Cameron Beaubier, Jake Gagne. Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, May 2 through 4. Winner Cameron Beaubier. Road America, May 30 through June 1st. Winner Josh Herrin. Ridge Motorsports Park, June 27 through 29th. Winner Josh Herrin. WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, July 11th through 13th. Winners Bobby Fong, Josh Herrin. Virginia International Raceway, August 1 through 3. Mid-Ohio Sportscar Course, August 15 through 17. Circuit of the Americas, September 12 through 14. New Jersey Motorsports Park, September 26 through 28. A look back at past results from VIR. The return of MotoAmerica Superbikes to Virginia International Raceway marks a significant moment, especially since Yamaha dominated the last event in 2022, securing 5 out of 6 podium positions. Gagne and Scholtz showcased their skills by finishing first and second in both races, with Cameron Petersen also making a strong showing on Sunday. Meanwhile, Ducati's Danilo Petrucci made his mark by finishing third on Saturday and fourth on Sunday. As we gear up for this weekend's races, the stakes are high and the competition is fierce. Who do you think will come out on top? Will Beaubier or Fong manage to close the gap on Herrin? Share your thoughts in the comments below.